I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be here. What up, though, y'all? It's your boy Bill. So I was locked up with a dude one time named Jay. Now, you know Jay is a common name. It's probably a million Jays. So if I do a video about another Jay one day, I'm probably not talking about this Jay. But I will, if I do, I'll clarify it. I'll clear the air up. But I was locked up with a dude named Jay. Jay was about 37 years old. He had been locked up since he was 17. Man had been locked up for 20 years, bro. Overall, he's a quiet person, but he always get into it with the warden, with the captain, with the counselors. Like when they come in for inspection with the CERT team, like all the higher up people, officials of the prison, he get into it with them 24/7. And every time he got some type of paperwork with him. So like when they come in for inspection, sometimes the warden give you time where he like, all right, anybody got any questions for me? Or the counselors come in or whatever. Or he always making his way up there to the counselor's office. And he always like going in their face with paperwork, trying to show them something to whatever he need them to do. And I feel like for the most part, bro, they just be brushing him off. Whenever they go to brushing him off, he'll always get upset and go to screaming, I ain't even supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be here, bro. I ain't even supposed to be here. And that aggression towards the warden or the counselors or the captain or the deputy warden or security, they usually get him sent to the hole, right? They usually always get Jay sent to the hole. And he's kind of a heavy set dude. Now, he look kind of big, so I think they be damn near scared when he go to getting aggressive and screaming, I'm not supposed to be here. And, he be screaming and veins popping out his neck, veins popping all out his hand, fist balled up, go to screaming, I'm not supposed to be here. Stuff like that. So I think that's why they always send him to the hole, because they like, ain't no telling what he might do. Now, around the dorm, a lot of people around the dorm, they look at him like he's some type of punk ass crybaby or something. Like, man, he always whining, bro. Always talking about he ain't supposed to be here, man. Jay goes and credits something from the store man one time. Store day comes around, Jay don't got the money. Now he on the phone spazzing out on his folks about the money. His folks telling him the money hit. So he run over there, tell the store man. The store man telling him, man, I don't want to hear none of that. I better have that money. I better have my money, stuff like this. The dude, Jay, looked like he about to cry, bro. He just like started doing like this, balling up his fist, middle of the floor, ripping off his shirt. And then he screamed out loud, I'm not even supposed to be here. I think somebody else that rocked with Jay, that really was scared Jay would have did something to the store, man. They ended up giving him the food just to clear the little debt or whatever. Say probably a couple weeks later, Jay come, try to buy a Chris Brown CD from me. I told him I didn't have none. I really did. The reason I told him I didn't have none was because it seems like everybody he talks to, bruh, everybody that I have ever seen him talking to, it ended in some type of argument. And it ended with him getting irate and screaming, I'm not supposed to be here. Me wanting to avoid any situation with Jay where he's trying to, whatever. And it was rumored around the dorm that he think he's slick and he trying to play a mental health role, talking about he ain't supposed to be here. He do that just to keep him out of stuff where people just charge it to the game, like, man, that man crazy, that man mental health, whatever the case is. So to avoid going through something like that with him, I was just like, I ain't got none, bro. That's the end of the discussion. My roommate down there on the bunk, my roommate Black, he asked my roommate, do he got some? So he like, yeah. So he had some food. My roommate sold him one. So he's standing in the room rolling it up. He just shaking his head. My roommate was like, what's up, bro? You all right? I'm looking at the phone. But occasionally I'll look over at him to see what the hell he doing, still standing here. He told my roommate, he said, bro, I'm not supposed to be here, bro. I'm not supposed to be here, bro. And the man shed a tear, turned around and walked out the door. So I'm like, damn. The man just cried, basically. You know what I'm saying? So It started making me wonder, like, damn, I wonder why he keeps saying that, what he really got going on. One morning, you hear some people out there arguing. They arguing about the TV. It's something the dude Jay was trying to watch. And there was another dude in the dorm was trying to watch something. They was getting into it. They got into an argument. They was arguing real loud. So Jay get mad. He go to screaming, arguing with the dude about whatever program on the TV. And then he say, man, I've been locked up 20 years. And I ain't even supposed to be here, bro. I ain't even supposed to be here. What the fuck? And so everybody started coming out the dorm telling them, like, man, Jay, bro, you tripping, bro. You tripping, man. You ain't about it. Once everybody got an understanding of what was going on with the TV program, it did seem as if Jay was trying to, like, bully the situation a little bit. So everybody went to tell him, like, bro, you tripping, bro. You ain't about to do all that, bro. That man was they already had a sign up to watch that, folks. You tripping. So it's like, damn near the whole dorm done kind of grouped up on him because he big as hell now. So he go in his room, slam the door real hard. Dude slam the door. Then from the other side of the door, he go to kicking the door. Boom, 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 boom. And then scream out loud, ah, I'm not even supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? All this crazy stuff. Next thing you know, him and his roommate arguing. You hear his roommate say, man, watch out, bro. I'm about to open the door. Watch out. Now, once the door is locked, you got two options. You could get the officer to pop the door, or you can take, let me try to think. What is it that we used to take to pop the door open? It's like a stiff piece of plastic. I'm trying to remember what did it even come from. But anyway, it's like a flexible almost piece of plastic, kind of like this a little bit. This is my prison ID, by the way. I don't want to show y'all. Hold on, I don't want my name on there. This is my prison ID. But I looked like crackhead Steve, but. So it's a thick piece of plastic. Now you got to have it in your door already when you close the door. And that makes it easy to you got to move it up and down and then it'll pop the lock. So they had one in their door. So him and his roommate arguing. His roommate trying to get out the door. Jay's not trying to move away from the door to let him out the room. I believe his roommate was kind of scared because he wasn't no big ass dude like Jay was, no way. And Jay in there screaming, kicking the door. But you hear them arguing. You hear the roommate say, man, watch out, bro. Watch out, man. You tripping, bro. Let me out the room, bro. Bro, let me out the room, bro. Let me out the room, bro. So they going back and forth. Jay's not responding the way dude is asking him. He's responding like, he say, bro, let me out the room. And Jay just saying, ah. And he like, man, watch out, bro. Let me out the room. So Jay's not saying, no, you're not going to leave out the room. He's just not responding the way, you know what I'm saying, the normal conversation type of way. So Jay just still kicking the door. Boo, boo, boo. So he finally stopped and calmed down. So, you know, everybody in the dorm was saying, like, making jokes. Like, I know one dude walked past me and was like, boy, that boy gone. But it crazy. I'm talking about he done lost his damn mind. Next thing you know, you hear screaming in the room. And you hear rumbling. You hear like, you know, somebody in there fighting. A couple people run over there to the door. They looking through Jay door. You know, it's only a little window on the door about that big. They looking through the window. These people laughing. Boy, Jay in here beating hell out of your roommate, boy. Boy, Jay beating hell out of your roommate, boy. Everybody running over there to the door. I'm standing outside my door. I just still stood there. I looked down there. I just went to shaking my head like, damn, buddy, it might be something wrong with buddy for real. But these people was just watching. Then his roommate go to screaming, help, help, help. So they say Jay in there beating them bad. So now people on the outside of the door, they go to hit the door, tell them, chill out, chill out. Chill out, chill out, Jay, stop, before they go get the police. Chill out, they gonna go tell the police, pop the door. But they was just saying that they really wasn't about to go do that. So the fighting noises done stopped and stuff. Then next thing you know, Jay did the little thing on the door with the plastic and popped the door open. He came out the door. He had a little blood on his chest. He didn't have on no shirt. But it wasn't like his chest was bleeding. You could tell that, you know what I'm saying? He had, like, probably had him yoked up on him while his mouth bleeding or something like that. He walked around to the shower, bro. He was just crying. Dude went inside the shower. Jay was in the shower probably about 30 minutes before, because we got 6 showers, but only 2 of them worked. So he was in the shower like 30 minutes before somebody else was trying to get in there. And they, you know, 30 minutes, bro. Unless ain't nobody trying to take a shower, then that's okay. But with only 2 showers working in a 96-man dorm, bruh, that's too much time. Somebody else trying to get in there. You need to come on up out of there. One of the dudes went over there by the shower. Hey, Jay, come on, bro. I'm trying to jump in there. You know what I'm saying? So he said about 3-4 times. Now, the shower is like The curtain covers your whole body, but it comes up at the bottom and it comes down at the top. So if I'm standing on the outside of the shower, if I look under the curtain, only thing I can see is your feet. If I look over the curtain, only thing I can see is like the little pipe to where the water comes out at. I can't see you. Dude looks down under the curtain and was like, what the f-? Then he snatched the shower curtain open. The man turned around, took off running to the officer booth, said, man, Jay in there dead, man. Jay done killed himself in the shower, bro. So he take off running down to the officer booth, beating on the door. The officer, I think she was in the bathroom because she wasn't in the booth. He couldn't see her nowhere, so he took off running to the window. So now it's a few people at the window beating on the window real hard, trying to get the officer's attention that's outside the dorm on the yard, but they so far away on the yard, they're not really paying it no attention. So you got a couple people that took off running down there to the shower. I was going to stay where I was at, but I seen two of my people that I rock with the strong way run over there, so I ran over there too. When we got over there, brother, dude, Jay was laying down in the shower. He was butt naked. He was like curled up on his side. And, bro, the shower water was running, but it was blood all on the side of him, all around his head, around his feet. But, you know, the water is running it down the drain, but it's like it's still coming. We trying to figure out where the blood coming from. Everybody looking at each other, really not knowing what the hell to do. One of the dudes in the dorm that was kind of semi-cool with Jay grabbed him by his left arm and pulled him, like dragged him out the shower. Once he came out the shower, it was easier to see where the blood was coming from because it ain't no water just going down the thing. The man had a cut, bro. It was like a gash. A big-ass gash, bro, going through his wrist. And, bro, it started, I'm talking about when they pulled him out the shower, bro, it just started pouring. Like, it was dark. So one of the dudes who was standing right here, who was in the room, he ran in there real quick, grabbed the shirt. He came out and just threw the shirt. The shirt came towards where me and another dude was standing there. I grabbed the shirt, and then I squatted down, and another dude, like, grabbed his arm, held his arm up, and I tied the shirt real hard around Jay's wrist. And then I doubled it, did it again. Same dude, he came back out through a towel. That was when I was standing up. Then the dude who grabbed his arm at first, he just wrapped the towel over the same spot where I wrapped the shirt at. So I told dude, I'm like, man, go get some shorts or some drawers or something. So he ran back in the room, came back out, threw us a pair of like state shorts he had, buy them off the stove, just some plain gray shorts. The dude, Jay, like, tongue hanging all out his mouth, bro. We thought he was dead for real, bro. And, you know, couple guys put the shorts on Jay, bro, just so he's laying there laid out butt naked. So we all picked him up, bro. It took about 6 of us pick him up. And it's dangerous because he's upstairs. So we pick him up. The man's body soaking wet. He just had water running all on him. We carrying him down the steps, and there's water dripping. These steps is metal. So we damn near slipping a little bit, bro. It was so scary. I thought we were going to fall, but we didn't. By the time we got to the bottom of the float and was carrying Jay to the door, the officer was coming out the bathroom in the booth. That's how we knew she was in there, was in the bathroom. So dude still beating on the glass, pointing to Jay. So she just hurry up and pop the door. We take him out in the salad pot. So she come up to the little glass. She was like, what happened? We're like, well, I don't know. I think he cut himself. That's what, like, about 5 of us were saying all at the same time. We don't know. He bleeding from the wrist. We think he cut himself. So she like, I'm about to call medical. So one of the dudes was like, medical. Man, pop this door. We finna round him up to medical. Come out here and open these gates. So the girl panicking, bro. She was a young girl. Looked like she was about 23. Bro, she just popped the door. That is what led us to the sidewalk area. She came running out the booth, and you know his gates locked along the sidewalk. So, bro, we're out there on the walk running with this man. We got to one gate, the officer unlocked it. She pushed the gate. We went to running up another gate. The officers that was on the booth seen what was going on, and they come running towards this gate. They running this way. So they're like, what happened? So the officer said, I think the inmate cut his own wrist. They trying to get him up there to medical. So a few of the other officers saying at the same time, man, put that inmate down right there. We gonna call medical car. It don't work like that. Y'all don't carry no inmate up there to no medical. So all of us go to bucket on her. We like, man, you got us up, man. This man was just laid out. Ain't no telling how much blood he done lost. Man, open that gate, bro. So the other officers, we're standing in front of a gate. The girl getting ready to open it. The other officers is telling her, don't open that gate. Y'all inmates, put that boy down, and we're going to call a medical cart. The cart going to drive over here. So one of the girls get on the radio and start calling for a medical cart. So we still spazzing out on her, bro. One of the dudes was so mad that was closer to this gate. While she on the gate, he done kicked the gate real hard. Now, you know that didn't just hurt her real bad, but it sent off a little vibration to her because she on the gate like this. She had one hand in the gate, and she was all close. Her face was all close. So when he kicked the gate, you know, it kind of, she said the gate cut her finger a little bit, and it kind of hit her in the face a little bit. So when he did that, the girl that was at this gate, she's just looking real scared and nervous, thinking one of us might try to do something to her. I just looked that girl in her eyes, man. I said, man, open the gate. Just open the gate before that man die. Open the gate, bro. And she just unlocked the gate. The other officers were still telling her don't do it. She unlocked the gate. We take off running through the gate. So now we almost making it up there towards the administration department. And when we're making it up there, we see a medical cart driving towards us. And then you got 3 CERT team members, the warden, the deputy warden of security, all running towards us. All the CERT team got pepper ball guns in their hand. So when the cart make it to us, we stop. We throw his body on the cart. One of the nurses like, what happened? I look down at Jay's face, bro. It's like he's still passed out. His tongue still just moving around whatever way his head go. And he not saying nothing, his eyes closed. And one of the guys like, man, I think he cut his wrist. As soon as we laid him on that and dude answered that question, the CERT team pointed the guns up at us, telling us all, get on the ground. Get on the ground right now, inmate. Get on the ground. So we all get on the ground. They handcuff all of us. They take us all to the hold. While we're in this little holding cage in the hold, the warden comes and he asks us what happened. We all explain to him everything that happened. Right after we explained that, he said, okay, that's cool. He'll be all right. He an inmate. He'll be all right. I want to know who kicked my officer in the face. So we like, kicked your officer in the face? He like, yeah, such and such officer say one of y'all kicked her in the face, done cut up her fingers on the gate. I want to know who kicked her in the face. So I take initiative to say, listen, Ward, make this make sense. We on 2 different sides of the gate. How the hell somebody kicked her in the face? We holding this heavy-something dude, probably about 300-something pounds. We're all holding him. We down there struggling to hold him up. How the hell did somebody kick your officer in the face? Make it make sense. She's on another side of the gate, and we got 300 pounds in the air. How the hell somebody gonna kick her in the face? So he like, man, kicked her in the face, kicked the gate, whatever you did. I don't care. I want to know who the hell kicked that officer and cut her fingers up. That's what I want to know. Who kicked my officer? That's what I want to know. So ain't nobody say nothing, bro. We all feel like, so all of us go to talking about, dude. So we like, man, it probably was a mistake. Somebody probably kicked the gate or something, just trying to get through. It probably was an accident. But what's up with Jay? He all right? The warden, I promise you, and this is why I stress, bro, that prison is not the place to be. Stay out of there. The warden, the man that's over the prison, said out his own mouth. I'm looking right at him. Said out his own mouth. Man, that inmate, I don't give a fuck about that inmate. I want to know who the kicked my officer. So ain't nobody say nothing after a while. So he was like, okay, don't nobody want to say nothing. Don't nobody want to tell me who kicked my officer. I know it was one of y'all. All y'all gonna get charged with it. I'm charging all y'all with assault on officer. That's what I'm gonna do. So we still ain't say nothing, bro. We just like, it is what it is, bro. We don't even give a damn. So they ended up taking us in the hole, putting us in our rooms and stuff. I ended up in the room with the dude that actually kicked the fence for real. So we ended up chopping it up, bro. I ain't never say nothing to him about it. I really didn't even give a damn, bro. I just felt like the reason we did what we did, I felt like that was a strong enough reason to stand on it. You talking about F the inmate, you worried about who kicked the gate. I don't even care. Do what you do, bro. Come on with what you come on with. And that was risky because if they would have really, really charged us, bro, I could have got some extra time behind that. So the dude told me, we was in there talking one day, he was like, bro, if it comes down to it and they really put charges on us for real and try to take us to court, I'm going to let them know I did it, bro. I ain't going to say nothing about y'all. I was like, yeah, for sure, bro. It is what it is. So we ended up talking about Jay. We worried about Jay the whole time. So we in the hole for probably like a week. After about a week, we laying down in the bed, you hear some people screaming, "What's up, Jay? Jay, you all right, bro? Bro, you all right, bro?" So you don't hear nothing. So when we hear that, we both jump off the bed. I run up to the window looking like this. My bunkmate, he jump on the sink. He looking over the top of the window. Bro, we see the officer, 2 officers walking Jay in. He got this big bandage tied around his wrist. And he walking real slow, bro. As Jay get closer and closer to the room, bro, his face just looked different, bro. Like you could tell something ain't right. It don't look like stress or nothing, just from me seeing so many people that go to taking medicine in the prison, but that medicine really be messing people up, bro. I could tell he was on some type of medicine. He was just looking slow, bro. He was looking slow. He had drool all in his beard, bro. Dried up drool all in his beard. He was just walking real slow. They came and put that man in the room directly next to us. So the dude that was in the room, he was bucking at first. He was acting like he didn't want Jay in the room with him because, you know, Jay be spazzing out sometimes. So he but. Police ended up pepper spraying him, taking him out the room, sitting him in the shower, then threw Jay in the room right after they just damn pepper sprayed somebody. Pepper spray still lingering all in the air. So you hear Jay in there making little noises like, that burn. You know, that's hot. Can't sit down over there. Can't sit down over there. So me and my roommate go to telling Jay, like, ways to clean it up where the pepper spray won't be so strong or it won't burn you so much. And this how you know the prison don't care, bro. Y'all just pepper sprayed somebody and put this man in the room that just came from medical with this big-ass cut on his arm. Even though it's wrapped up in bandage, bro, the nurse is going to have to come through over time and change it. So it's like, this man got this cut-up wound, and you going to put me in the room you just pepper sprayed somebody in seconds ago? You know what I'm saying? Like, so we trying to talk to Jay the whole time. So at first he says, he sound like he's slurring, like he real life acting slow, bro. We, you know, off and on calling his name all day. He wasn't saying that. He wasn't responding. He wasn't hearing that. And then the next morning after breakfast, we sent him all our milk. The milk, the little small cartons of milk, because the milk helps the pepper spray, like that burning sensation. Like he got to rub it on wherever he feel it at, where it burn at, he got to rub it on there, and it kind of eases it. I ain't going to say it just make it go away, because it don't, but it kind of ease it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So we send him our milk. So I'm like, Jay, you got the milk, bro? I gave the milks to the orderly that was working. He gave it to Jay. So I hit the vent, I hit the wall. I'm like, Jay, you got the milk, bro? So he like, yeah, I got it, bro. He don't never talk that slow or sound that slow, bro. I swear to God. So now that he's responding, he like, appreciate it. I just go to talking to him. I'm like, bro, what the hell you had going on? And the man was like, bro, I'm not supposed to be here, bro. I'm not supposed to be here, bro. But I really, like, parole. I got a letter, parole, denied my parole. And I done been in here 20 years and I ain't even supposed to be here, bro. So my roommate go to smiling and grinning. He like, man, that man crazy as hell. So I'm like, why you sound like that, bro? He told me they put him on the hound dog shot. The hound dog shot is when the police just feel like you too out of control, you a threat to yourself or somebody else. It's something that they shoot inside of you, bro, and it slows you down. It make you move slow. It make you talk slow. Basically, it takes all energy to do anything crazy. He said they put him on the hound dog shot because they said he was out of control, and they had to give him 1 shot a week to keep him in that state. So later on that day, we just still talking off and on, talking. And he kind of gained some of his energy back, but not all of it. He was trying to scream, I'm not supposed to be here, but he wasn't able to scream it the way he usually would do in a dorm. It was a little weaker, but he was still saying it. So I had to vent that day. I said, hey, Jay. He said, what's up, bro? I asked him, I said, hey, listen, I ain't trying to be funny. I ain't trying to mock you. I ain't trying to make fun of you. I'm asking you a real serious question, for real. He was like, what's up? I said, when you be saying I'm not supposed to be here, what do you mean? Like, what does that really mean? And this man said, when I was 17 years old, my homeboy asked me, come around the corner with him real quick. He said he was about to go buy some weed. He said, I went over here with my homeboy to buy some weed. He said, and when we got there, My homeboy went in his pocket like he pulling out the money. He said, dude had an ounce of weed. He pulled out an ounce of weed. We was in between two houses. He said, dude pulled out an ounce of weed. And my homeboy went in his pocket like he pulling out some money, but really snatched a little pistol out his pocket and told the dude, come on with the ounce. He said my homeboy took the ounce from the dude and then told the dude, empty his pockets. Anything he got in his pockets, take it out his pockets. He said, so the dude flipped his front pockets inside out. So he said, my homeboy said, empty your back pockets too. And he said, dude reached in both of his back pockets. And when his hands came out, he had a small pistol in it. But he said as soon as he pulled it out, he just started shooting. Shot my homeboy like 5 times. He said he took off running. Shot his homeboy like 5 times. His homeboy wasn't even able to get off. His homeboy wasn't even able to get off. No shot. He said he fell right there and died. The lady that lived in one of the houses that they were in between was watching the whole thing out her bathroom window the whole time. She called the police, told them everything. Jay said he got locked up a few days later, and a week later he was charged with his homeboy's murder. He said he was charged with armed robbery, aggravated assault, felony murder. He said, and they gave him 30-year life sentence. The dude that they went and got the weed from, he said they never caught him. Never caught this dude. And I was like, how the hell you get charged with it if dude shot him? So now I'm thinking like, nah, Jay, it's something you ain't telling me, my boy. And he was explaining to me that whenever you are in the commission of a crime, and this is what I want everybody to listen to. Listen to me real good, and this is why it's so important to be aware of your circle. Don't just be kicking it with anybody. He said, if you are in commission of a crime, if you are trying to do anything illegal, and anybody dies, whether it's your friend or not, the person that was trying to do illegal stuff with them gets charged with the body. So Jay said when he got locked up and they started questioning him, he knew he didn't do nothing wrong, so he didn't see no point in lying. So he said he told the police the truth. My homeboy asked me to go buy some weed with him, to go with him to buy some weed. He said, I went with him. This happened. Dude killed him, took off running. They never found the dude. He said, so the detective said, so you were aware that y'all was about to go do something illegal. So he said, yeah, buy some weed. That was it. And he got a life sentence for that, bro. So what I wanted to tell y'all is this. And this is something I really want people to keep in mind, especially the young people that like to kick it and hang out with people, run around, rock out with people, be gang, this and this. There is something called the felony murder rule. That's the law. The felony murder rule. If me and you are together and we go do anything, place ourselves in a dangerous situation, anything, but we was going to do something illegal, we was doing something illegal anyway, and you lose your life in that situation, I am going to be charged with felony murder. And that is called the felony murder rule. So I want all of y'all, bro, to be very aware and alert of who you dealing with, bro. What you dealing with. When you going places with people, you need to have a full understanding. Where are we going? What the hell are we going to do? All of that, bro. Because, and that's why I always feel uneasy when people got so much stuff to say about people who's in prison, because, bro, you can end up in prison by not doing nothing, bro. Sometimes you real life be in the wrong place at the wrong time and your whole course of your whole life can change. You can be riding with me thinking we just chilling, kicking it, and I can have ill intentions on doing something right here, and I can get killed. Now you in the court battling, trying to prove to the court that you had no idea of what I had going on. If you can prove it, you Gucci. If you cannot prove 100% without a shadow of a doubt that you had no idea what I had going on, you gonna be charged with my body and they gonna give you felony murder. And 9 times out of 10, how you gonna prove it, bro? I know you probably looking at it like, well, how they gonna prove it? No, they the state. And honestly, the state damn near do what they want to do. How are you gonna prove it? Most of us ain't got money to go get a paid attorney. So how can you prove yourself in a situation like that? 9 times out of 10, you can't. So just be aware of your surroundings, bro. People that just want to hang out with people and be with people, especially people that got candy bars on them and doing all kind of illegal stuff, bro. I just encourage you to stop doing that, bro. I encourage you to stop hanging out with people so much. You know, just move a little different. It's your boy Bill. I'm gone.